Hey guys, welcome back. If you're new to this channel, we do these every Sundays. We're going to do a fundamental and technical recap of everything that happened this week and what we expect to happen next week based on the data that was presented. Right off the bat, what I want to say is don't forget to subscribe. You guys can kind of see all the news we've been having recently. For the most part, they've all been coming US dollar negative. Friday kind of surprised me because non-farm payroll came out better than expected. And unemployment came out the opposite, and it kind of looked like the market went with the unemployment over the NFP. This could be for a couple of reasons. One, we're waiting for more data, and the market's got a lot of uncertainty, which we're going to get this week. So that's possibility one. You guys can see Tuesday we have CPI. What we're looking for is inflation to come down. If inflation comes down, the interest rate cuts are near. The next thing we're going to be looking at is Thursday's PPI. So this is, again, another measurement of inflation. And we're looking for these to come out lower than expected. And then we know the Fed's policies are working. The rest of the news I'm not really too concerned about. What you guys can see here is price came rebalanced the whole daily range. We did say this was a possibility a few weeks back. This range is rebalanced. We're kind of at a pivotal moment. Depending on what kind of data we get in the next week here, it's going to tell us if DXY is going to continue bullish or if we're going to turn full-blown bearish. Either or is possible. I don't want to predict anything until I see more data. And the way the market actually acted on Tuesday, or Friday, sorry, you can kind of see the bit of uncertainty with the way NFP came out. I really thought price would have just pushed down. The market didn't price that in the way I thought it did, which is telling me the market's looking for more data. Now, I'm not one to reverse trend, so I will be looking for EURUSD to push higher until it doesn't. And if the trend changes, then we'll go that way. So again, we don't predict, we react. I think by CPI, we'll have a good idea. If CPI doesn't give us the data we need, PPI likely will. So let's check something out too. So we have Prime Market Terminal here. For as far as our position sizing on the leverage funds and the asset managers, we're actually bullish on EURUSD. Now these are longer term trends, so it doesn't mean that'll be the case next week, but long term we will be. It's a matter of when do we realign. And I do apologize in advance if I sound a little stuffed up. I'm not feeling that well today, but I still wanted to get this done. So let's kind of overview everything that happened. For the most part, we're just going to be focused on the US dollar since most people trade against it. The stuff that really matters, here's NFP came out way higher than expected, yet the market didn't act on it. That's a little bit suspicious to me, and that's telling me we need more data. During Powell's testimony, he noted that rate cuts could be coming, but he ain't committing to nothing, which is, again, not giving the dollar any kind of bullishness. So in a stage like this, if the market's uncertain and he doesn't give any certainty to make it bullish, basically make like a hawkish sentiment, the market automatically prices in dovishness, basically saying Powell's not making it bullish, so we're going to assume the other side. Until the data shows something different, and that's the case. Federal Reserve Bank of Atlanta, we don't need to worry about that too much. So, any other FOMC members, they got a similar tune to Powell. It's really not much there. Jolts, yeah, see, like, none of these really came out anything spectacular. Like, yes, they're bullish, or yes, they're bearish, sorry, but we're kind of waiting on that CPI. And like I said, NFP really surprised me. I thought it was going to do something different. It didn't. Jobless claims came in bearish. Job cuts, bearish. Federal Reserve, pretty much the same sentiment as Powell. Unemployment increased. This could be a sign of the Fed's tactics working. Remember, if the Fed's policies are working, unemployment should go up and the amount of jobs available should be basically going down. So all the big tech companies are starting to lay off. It's only a matter of time before I think the rest fall in line. I think it is coming. I think rate cuts are within the horizon. I don't want to say when until we see more data. For everything else, again, I don't really want to get too much into it because Lagarde had the same tune as Powell. We are waiting for more data. We might cut this summer. We might not. What I can tell you right now is kind of what I've shown you. We expected this daily rebalance to happen. Whether we go bullish or bearish here, that's anyone's guess. That's going to be data dependent. If anyone's telling you it's automatically bullish or bearish, I don't think that's the case. I think we are at a pivotal moment where it could go either direction. If the US dollar news continue coming out bearish, DXY will continue going down. If CPI and PPI come out, way better than expected, I would expect DXY to continue to go up. So that's kind of my fundamental analysis. So fundamentals are often lacking. So whenever they get released this week, we might not even see that price action happen until days later. So if you guys look, January's price action, bullish, 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 you only get one impulse. The rest of January and February, you're getting all this bullish price action and then you finally get an impulse. That kind of just shows you when all the fundamentals are coming out one direction, the move may not happen right away, but it is a higher probability that it will. So when your fundamentals and your technicals align, that's when you have a high probability setup. So if we look at everything we have going on here, for the past 2 weeks, I've been telling you guys EURUSD is bullish. Why is it bullish? We are continuously making ranges to the upside. The last bullish range we had was here. We never invalidated, meaning we're bullish. What did price do? Continue sideways, but kept going up. So now we're at this pivotal moment. It's going to be shorter trades on Monday. If CPI gives me a clear direction, great. If not, I'll wait for Thursday. I'm kind of hoping by this Sunday I can give you guys a more clear picture of what I expect. Right now, there's really nothing to tell you guys. If anybody wants to pause all this and read it, be my guest. Right now, we're dollar bearish. And that's on the 1 hour. Now, whether the daily chooses to realign, continue bullish, or we continue going down, anybody's guess right now. But that's where we're at right now. There's one thing I did want to show you guys. And this isn't nothing personal against retail. It's just how the algo likes to trick people. So, the software is a bit slow in loading sometimes, but really good software, totally worth having. There's a link in my bio for anyone that wants to check it out. It's cheap. It keeps all your fundamentals in one place. Alright, so what I wanted to show you guys was, so this is the GU retail positions this whole week. So GU's been getting shorted all week. If you look at GU, we've just gone along. Euro kind of had the same story here. People have been mostly shorting Euro the whole week, every single day, even though it's bullish. And this is why I like this software, because the minute retail's 70% or more positioned on one side, it's likely going to target those guys. So if we're 70% short, there's probably a 70% chance the algo is going to target that. And I started using this as a confluence. And if this confluence aligns with the technicals and the fundamentals, I really found that improves the hit rate. And GU is obviously the same thing. 94% were shorting. The previous day it was like 89%. And obviously price is just going up. So it's really it's a good way to kind of gauge where the market may push into. I'm not saying retail is always wrong. 20 or 30% of the time, they do go in the correct direction. The other 70 or 80% of the time, they're going the wrong way. So it's a really good guide. It's a good tool. But more important than that is your session recaps. I won't keep you guys here too long. I'm just going to kind of scroll through this in case anybody does want to read this. I'm not gonna. That's a lot of boring stuff that I really don't care about. The reason I don't is because I listen to Powell, and when he's not moving the markets, then I need to wait for more data. That's as simple as that. If you guys want to read all that, go ahead, be my guest. But next Sunday, I think I'll have a much better update for you guys, and hopefully we can get a directional bias based fundamentals and technicals. Based on fundamentals and technicals for the following week or two. So make sure you guys tune in. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you so much for 10,000 subscribers. I appreciate you guys. It means a lot. It's definitely motivation to keep making these. And yeah, I hope you have a great rest of your weekend, guys. Take care.